Next on Watch the Damn Tape, we're going to get into Saturday night's action from Unrivaled. Welcome folks. Hit that like, share, and that subscribe button. Hit that bell to get notified when I drop my next video. Let's get into Saturday night's action from Unrivaled. The Vinyl, the Mist, Vinyl struggling, shooting around 40% as a team. They tried to shake the lineup. They started Jordan Canada over Aaliyah Boston with Erica Hamby and Arika Ungwale. It didn't help. They go down 77-67 to the Mist. The Mist get their first win of the season. I'm not sure what's going on with the Vinyl. They shot 40% this game. That first game, Ryan Howard looked like she was about to set the league on fire. She's starting to settle back down to an average player. She had 11 in 11 minutes, shot 2 of 8. De'Erica Hamby, still consistent, 14 of 24, had 35 points. Ugwale, 2 of 11, had 7 points. Jordan Canada starting 7 minutes, 2 of 7, had 4 points. They just look out of sync. And Aaliyah Boston, only 4 minutes. Aaliyah Boston needs Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark makes Aaliyah Boston a better player. Aaliyah Boston by herself, even one-on-one in the paint, still looks robotic. Just terrible. The Mist, Jewel Lloyd, 15. Rakia Jackson, 13. Breonna Stewart with 23. Breonna Stewart still hold down his team and she's the elder stateswoman on this team. Aaliyah Edwards with a great game, 8 of 9. She had 16 points. Real good game. Good to see the younger ones, the younger players. It's good to see Aaliyah Edwards and Rakia Jackson ball in this league, because that's really what it's all about. The older players, often winded. Once again, this league is hard to watch. The play is bad at times. The refs suck. These refs are worse than the WNBA. I don't even know how. I mean, I know everybody's making about $200K. Man, you need to hire better refs. Spend some of that money you got. Get you some refs. The refs are starting to become part of the story. And you never want to watch a sport and the ref is a major player in the game you watched. But Vinyl dropped to 2 and 3. The Mist are now 1 and 4. They got their first win. Vinyl are now in 4th place. The Phantom with their win, they improved to. They're both tied. They're basically tied 2 and 3, but because of head-to-head, the Phantom are in the 3rd spot for when the playoffs start, because 4 teams go to the playoffs. That second game was the Laces and the Rose, and this game was way too long. The refs got in it early, way early. I mean early, like first quarter. The Rose pulled the win out, 83-69, and they led from beginning to end. It wasn't even close. Laces shot terrible, 40%. The Rose probably shot as high as they've shot in Unrivaled since the start. They shot 53%. Chelsea Gray, 10 of 16, had 28. Kalia Copper, 21. Angel Reese had 6. Azura Stevens, I said in my previous video that they needed to play her more. Well, in the first half, Angel Reese she still plays out of control when she has the ball one-on-one. Terrible. But she went down. She had a bad sequence. She already got fouled earlier, grabbing a bunch of boards. For the 7 minutes, man, Angel Reese had 15 rebounds. Was killing on boards. But a lot of them were misses. But she had a lot of defensive rebounds this game. I had 10 defensive rebounds. So she was stopping possessions. She goes down, out of control layup, and it probably was a foul. They didn't call it. So she's coming back the other way. She's one on one. Tiffany Hayes has her one on one, and she's like, "Bring it." Uh, Tiffany Hayes couldn't blow by Angel Reese. It was pretty funny. Angel Reese reaches in. The ball kind of went off of Tiffany Hayes' knee, but they called a foul on Angel Reese. Angel Reese like waves her hand like this. Ref tees her up. She keeps yapping. They toss her. They toss her out the game. That's what forced Azura Stevens to play more minutes and to really go off. I mean, she was 0 from 4 from 3, but other than that, in the paint, close to the basket, she was efficient. The Laces, they started off, Stephanie Dolson, Kayla McBride, and Tiffany Hayes. They really miss Alyssa Thomas. Alyssa Thomas, they were shorthanded. They didn't have Natisha Heidemann because Natisha Heidemann would have been playing her third game in a few days, and so they didn't have their little six woman of the year. Stephanie Dolson, for as tall as she is, out of shape in the first quarter, just sprinting on breaks, she was gassed, visibly gassed. Played 12 minutes, 4-7, had 11 points. Kayla McBride cooled off from the other game. 2-7 from the three-point line, 7-15 from the field, had 20 points. Tiffany Hayes, 14. Tiffany Hayes plays hard, and she hits the boards. I mean, she hits the floor at a consistent level. It seems like every layup Tiffany Hayes attempts, she's on the floor, laying down. They got to pick her up. Kate Martin had 8 points, 3 of 11. She shot bad. Jackie Young shot bad too, had 16 points, 4 of 12. But she's working her way back in. And Jackie Young's another one. Jackie Young was on the floor for a little bit in the first half. With basically, they needed 82 to win the game. It was 69 to 81 or 79. Jackie Young gets tangled up after a jumper with Chelsea Gray and lays on the ground what seemed like an hour. She laid on the ground so long that the coach, he's young, I guess he didn't realize it, that damn, she ain't up yet. Let me go out there and look like I care. And he walked out so late, man. It was just like, damn, dude, really? Really? You didn't walk out there right from the... I mean, they had the whole medical staff over there huddled around her. Everybody's off the court, and he's nowhere to be found. And it took him, it seemed like 10 minutes to walk over there. But she seemed like she was on the ground for at least an hour. The refs were present in this game as well. Refs were present. They slowed down the play to do reviews of stuff that didn't matter, whether it was a flagrant. It takes too long. It takes too long for this league's not viable. This league it's like watching practice. And it's almost getting to the point where I'm gonna have to start turning this shit off or just report on it once a week, because that's how bad it's getting. You can't shine up a turd and make it look like real basketball. This is a turd. There's no way about it. I don't care about for all the perks that they got and the reality show part of it, nobody cares about. But all the perks they have in their facility, they have so many players injured. And the other thing that's weird, they'll have people missing. They never tell you why they're not playing. Nobody knows why Alyssa Thomas is not playing. Nobody knows why Brittany Sykes didn't play for the Rose. Nobody knows what's going on with Marina Marbury. No one. No one. Jackie Young, it's a lower leg injury. She was holding her leg in the first half. She was limping off the court in the fourth quarter. But nobody knows what's wrong with her. And the same thing, Ryan Howard got dinged up in the last game. They didn't know it. They didn't say what was wrong with her. They never show replays either to show you what really happened. You have to rewind the tape. But the Rose get the win, 83-69. They're 2-4. More bad basketball on Monday night. I'll be covering that. What did you guys think about Unrivaled for this weekend? Let me know in the comments. And until next time, folks, peace.